Have you ever wondered about the origins of civilization? Today we travel back in time to the cradle of civilization, Mesopotamia. Our first stop takes us to the ancient Sumerians, who emerged as a distinct culture around 4000 BCE. Situated between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, they developed one of the world's first written languages, cuneiform, etched into clay tablets with a reed stylus. This breakthrough in communication allowed for the recording of history, the drafting of laws, and the creation of poetry. It was more than just writing, it was a medium for expressing their complex thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. And speaking of beliefs, the Sumerians had a rich and intricate religion filled with a pantheon of gods and goddesses that controlled the forces of nature and human fortunes. Not only were the Sumerians pioneers of writing, but they were also trailblazers in agriculture. By harnessing the fertile land of Mesopotamia, they cultivated grains, vegetables, and fruits, enabling the growth of a population that could focus on more than just survival. This surplus of food led to the development of the first city-states like Uruk and Ur, characterized by organized government and architectural wonders. These city-states were not just political and economic centers, they were also the backdrop for awe-inspiring mythology. Stories of gods and heroes, battles and quests, creation and destruction, all emerged from this fertile cultural soil. Perhaps the most famous of these myths is the Epic of Gilgamesh, a tale of friendship, loss, and the quest for immortality, which still resonates with us today. The Sumerians laid the groundwork for organized society, but their culture was not to last. A new power was rising, the Akkadians. Yet the legacy of the Sumerians, their inventions, their myths, their way of life would not disappear. Instead, it would continue to shape the course of human civilization in the Mesopotamian region and beyond. Enter the Akkadians, led by the ambitious Sargon the Great. A scene shift in our journey through the origins of Mesopotamian civilization brings us to the Akkadian Empire, a force that emerged around 2334 BCE. Rising from the northern region of Mesopotamia, the Akkadians, under Sargon's formidable leadership, embarked on a campaign of conquest that would forever change the region's history. The Akkadians were not content to merely coexist with the Sumerians. Instead, they set their sights on the established cities of Sumeria, launching a series of conquests that would unify the region under a single rule for the first time. Sargon's military genius and diplomatic acumen were instrumental in this endeavor, enabling him to consolidate his power and establish the world's first known empire. The Akkadian Empire was not just a military and political marvel, it was also a cradle of cultural and intellectual advancements. In the realm of governance, the Akkadians established a centralized political structure, with Sargon at the helm as the absolute monarch. This structure allowed for efficient administration and law enforcement across the empire's vast territories. In the sphere of law, the Akkadians built upon the legal traditions of the Sumerians, codifying laws that emphasized the importance of justice and fairness. These laws, inscribed on clay tablets, are some of the earliest legal texts known to us. Literature, too, flourished under the Akkadians, with the development of a distinct Akkadian cuneiform script. This led to a rich tapestry of Akkadian literature with epics, hymns, and legal texts that provide a glimpse into the world of the ancient Akkadians. The Akkadian Empire, while short-lived, left a lasting legacy. Indeed, their conquests, political structure, legal system, and literary advancements shaped the course of Mesopotamian civilization. Yet the stage was set for another civilization to make its mark, the Babylonians. The story of Mesopotamia is far from over, and the next chapter promises to be just as enthralling. In the aftermath of the Akkadian Empire, the Babylonians rose to prominence. A new chapter was about to unfold in the Mesopotamian narrative, one filled with grandeur and innovation. The Babylonians, descendants of the Akkadians, emerged as the new power, taking the torch from their predecessors and carrying it into a new era. The Babylonians were master city builders, and their crowning achievement was the city of Babylon. This city, with its towering ziggurats and hanging gardens, was a marvel of the ancient world. It was a testament to their architectural prowess and their vision for urban planning. Babylon was not just a city, it was a symbol of their civilization's grandeur and their aspiration for greatness. The Babylonians also made strides in the realm of law and order with the creation of the Code of Hammurabi. This comprehensive set of laws, carved into a towering stone stele, was one of the earliest legal codes in human history. It served as a blueprint for justice in Babylonian society, setting clear penalties for crimes and establishing the principle of an eye for an eye. But their achievements didn't stop at law and architecture. The Babylonians were also pioneers in the fields of mathematics and astronomy. They developed a sexagesimal system of calculation, which is the basis for our current 60-minute hour and 60-second minute. In the sky, they charted the paths of the stars and planets, laying the groundwork for the science of astronomy. From their grand city to their groundbreaking laws, to their advancements in mathematics and astronomy, the Babylonians were a civilization of innovators and trailblazers. They took the foundations laid by the Sumerians and Akkadians and built upon them, creating a culture that was uniquely their own. The Babylonians, like their predecessors, had a profound impact on the world. Their influence is still felt today. They were not just part of the Mesopotamian narrative, but a central character in the story of human civilization. The Sumerians, Akkadians, and Babylonians may be long gone, but their legacy endures. These ancient civilizations, cradled in the fertile crescent of Mesopotamia, have left a lasting impact on the world that is still felt today, thousands of years after their decline. The Sumerians, as pioneers of writing, revolutionized communication and record-keeping. Their invention of cuneiform script, etched onto clay tablets, was a groundbreaking leap for mankind. It opened a window to a world where thoughts, stories, and ideas could be inscribed and preserved, a concept that has been carried forward into our modern world of emails, text messages, and social media. The Akkadians, under the leadership of Sargon the Great, demonstrated the power of unity and the concept of empire. Their political structure, which amalgamated different city-states under a central authority, laid the groundwork for future empires, influencing political systems and ideologies far and wide. The echoes of their system can still be seen in the federations and unions of today's world. Then we have the Babylonians, who took the torch of civilization and ran with it. Their advancements in mathematics and astronomy are particularly notable. They developed a sexagesimal system based on the number 60, which led to the 60-minute hour and the 360-degree circle. Their keen observations of the cosmos inspired a tradition of stargazing that is still alive in today's world of astronomy. Moreover, their famous Code of Hammurabi, one of the oldest deciphered writings of significant length, set a precedent for the rule of law. It was an early example of a legal code addressing issues of justice, fairness, and societal norms, concepts that are at the heart of today's legal systems. So the next time you gaze at the stars, remember the Babylonians. When you write a message, think of the Sumerians. And when you ponder the nature of power, consider the Akkadians. These ancient civilizations, although seemingly distant and remote, are intrinsically woven into the fabric of our modern world. We've journeyed through time, across millennia, and witnessed the birth, growth, and legacy of three remarkable civilizations. Our voyage began in the fertile crescent of Mesopotamia, where the Sumerians, an ingenious people, sowed the seeds of civilization. They devised the cuneiform script, breathed life into urban living, and wove intricate tapestries of myths and gods. Their legacy, etched in clay tablets and ancient ruins, continues to echo in our collective consciousness. From the Sumerians, our journey took us to the era of the Akkadians. Led by the ambitious Sargon the Great, the Akkadians emerged as the first empire builders of history. They absorbed and refined the Sumerian culture, leaving indelible marks in the spheres of politics, literature, and law. The Akkadian Empire, though short-lived, set the stage for imperial politics and cultural synthesis. As we ventured further, we arrived at the grand city of Babylon, the heart of the Babylonian civilization. The Babylonians took the torch from their predecessors and illuminated new paths in mathematics, astronomy, and architecture. The Code of Hammurabi, a beacon of their legal wisdom, still stands as a testament to their sense of justice and organization. We've traversed the sands of time to understand how these ancient civilizations have shaped our world. From their pioneering efforts in writing to their sophisticated urban planning, from their profound myths to their empirical laws, and from their mathematical genius to their architectural marvels, the Sumerians, Akkadians, and Babylonians have collectively enriched the tapestry of human civilization. Their influence permeates our modern world, subtly reminding us of our roots in the fertile crescent of Mesopotamia. Whether it's the rhythm of a poem, the design of a city, or the logic of a law, we owe much of our world to these ancient trailblazers. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the origins of Mesopotamian civilization. Until our next adventure into the annals of history, farewell.